Hey, everyone, I will ask you questions on various topics. Please answer each question in 30 seconds. After answering all questions, you'll be improving English speaking skill much better. Let's get started. Reflecting on your childhood, what was a defining moment that shaped who you are today? How did this experience influence your values, goals, or perspective on life? Can you describe a significant risk you've taken in your life? What was the outcome, and how did it impact your personal growth? What is the most challenging obstacle you've overcome? How did you develop the resilience to persevere through that difficulty? If you could travel back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Why do you think this advice would be valuable? What is your most cherished memory, and what makes it so special to you? How does this memory continue to influence you? How do you define success in your own life? What factors contribute to your personal definition of success? What are your core values, and how do they guide your decisions and actions? Can you provide examples of how these values have influenced your life? How do you balance your personal and professional life? What strategies do you use to maintain a healthy work-life balance? What is your philosophy on happiness? What role do gratitude, relationships, and personal fulfillment play in your pursuit of happiness? How do you handle stress and adversity? What coping mechanisms have you developed to help you navigate challenging times? What are you passionate about, and how do you pursue your interests? How do these passions contribute to your overall sense of fulfillment? If you could learn a new skill or hobby, what would it be and why? How do you think acquiring this new skill would enrich your life? What kind of books, movies, or music inspires you? How do these forms of media influence your thoughts and perspectives? Do you have any hidden talents or abilities that you'd like to share? How did you discover these talents, and how have they developed over time? What is your dream job, And what steps are you taking to achieve it? What challenges or obstacles do you foresee in pursuing this career path? How important are relationships to you? And what qualities do you value most in friends and loved ones? Can you share a story about a meaningful relationship in your life? How do you define a strong friendship? What role do trust, support, and shared experiences play in building lasting friendships? What is your love language, and how do you express and receive love? How does understanding your love language contribute to your relationships? How do you handle conflict in your relationships? What strategies do you use to resolve disagreements and maintain healthy connections? How do you give back to your community? What kind of volunteer work or charitable activities are you involved in? What are your long-term goals and aspirations? How do you envision your life in 5 or 10 years? What legacy do you hope to leave behind? How will you measure your impact on the world? How do you stay motivated and focused on your goals? What strategies do you use to overcome challenges and setbacks? What excites you about the future? What opportunities or possibilities are you looking forward to? How do you balance your desire for personal growth with the importance of being present in the moment? What do you consider to be the meaning of life? How has your perspective on this question evolved over time? How do you define happiness, and what role does purpose play in your life? How do you find meaning and fulfillment in your daily life? What is your greatest fear, and how do you confront it? How has facing your fears contributed to your personal growth? If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why? How could you contribute to creating positive change? What advice would you give to your future self? What lessons have you learned that you would like to share with your future self?